Remember this? Well, how well did it do? I think that might be pretty obvious, but you may be surprised. If you've been a part of the channel for a while, then you may have seen several months ago when we had a flat on our zero-turn mower, and we actually repaired the front two tires because both of them were going down within minutes of filling them up, one of them within seconds. Let's take a closer look at what we did, and now we've got a different idea. We're going to see the results of what we did to these, which you can see we're kind of cutting them open. Anyway, and then we're going to try something else. Yeah, another hack, another maybe a stupid idea. Maybe this works out better. Okay, here on the left, or actually on your right, would be the wheel that we actually installed the foam in, and the one over there is the one that actually has the slime in it. Let's get them off and take a closer look. Okay, so many of you several months ago watched as we did some hacking on some zero-turn tires and wheels. This is one, this is another. We did two different things. You may have watched us drill holes in this tire here. There's a hole there. There should be several holes in this. There's another hole there and several holes in the sidewalls as well. And we filled them with foamofill, or with expanding construction foam. And many people said, oh, it won't work. It'll break up, blah, 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 blah. And something did happen. But for months, it worked absolutely fine. Now, this one over here, well, let's first take a look at this one. You see it had a severe rupture here on the side. The sidewalls were cracked. These things were dry rotted like crazy. And this one was just, it wouldn't hold air. You'd put air in it and it would just immediately leak out. So that's why we went with the construction foam on this one. Now this one just had some typical leaks, and you see the sidewalls cracking on here, and it was just seeping air everywhere. So this one we actually put some slime in and let that one ride, and that one's actually held air. There's not been air added to since we did it. So this one worked, this one didn't. However, even the slime wouldn't work in this because it was just like oozing out through the cracks when we put slime in it. So we'll probably see some slime residual in this as well. But let's cut this open. And then, by the way, are we going to just, replace the tires on this like to factory specs? No, we have another hack in mind to try out before we go to that route of actually doing it the right way. And by the way, the tolerance is so tight here, we can't get our valve stem remover in there to get the valve stem out because it's too close to that hub right there. Well, at least the slime didn't clog up the valve stem. It's still working properly. Alrighty, then that'll work. Now let's do some true destruction, and let's see if we can't take a recip saw and cut these things open. We'll just pick a point here and go at it. It doesn't want to cut too well. I'm just curious. Not sure what the best blade is for cutting rubber, but hey, do me a favor. If you're a tire guy and have to mess with this slime stuff all the time, let us know in the comments what you think about it, or the Fix-A-Flat or anything else. When in doubt, use the cheap blade. So here we go. And there's the remnants of the foamofill or construction foam. And you can see probably some slime in there as well. And I think some of you did say it will turn to dust. Well, you were pretty right. That, I would say, can turn to dust. There's still some rigidity in some of this. And I don't know if maybe it not having enough air to expand would affect that as well. But will Foam-A-Fill or construction foam actually fill your tire and last? Well, that's debatable. How long does last mean? It lasted several months. It got us by during the heavy season. And yeah, so I would say it was a good temporary fix. But you know what? Your tire guy probably is not going to like the cleanup he's got to do. So now we got to be able to get the rest of this tire off and get things cleaned up. But like I said, we got another hack. But let's take a look at the slime side of things. Let's maybe go ahead and see if we can't cut off this tire. And by the way, yes, there's a steel cable reinforcing that inner lip. Okay, now it's slime time. Let's see if our cheap blade will make it through this one too. Oh, now that's pretty. That's what your tire guy is going to really like. Oh yeah, for sure. That is so nice. Look at all the rust there too. I did not realize that slime would cause all that. Ugh. Look at that. Good gracious. Yeah. Man, I can just think of the tire store and the guy changing out tires every day that has to mess with this stuff. Look at that mess. I guess it does its job, but it stays a gooey nightmare for sure. This, I don't know what to think of this. Is this slime that has converted itself to rust? Is this something else? That I'm not too sure of. All right, I think we've seen enough before cleaning this up anymore. Let's check out a new hack. Yes, of course. Can we clean this up and take it to a tire shop or a lawn shop and have new tires put on it like we should? Absolutely, we could do that. But what would be the fun in that? We've got another idea. Now, we got on the old interwebs when we knew this was not going to work anymore. And we thought, you know what can we buy? And so we went to Amazon, the J.C. Whitney of the internet, and we bought straight out of G-Cool, G-I-Cool, G-Cool, I don't know, whatever. So I'm sure straight out of China. Some nice, not for highway use, zero-turn mower wheels and tires. So steel wheels, just like our others. Well, I shouldn't say just like. 13 by 6.5 by 6. That's what we had on there. So 6-inch rim, 6.5 inches wide, 13 inches tall. And let's just see, are they actually 6.5 inches wide? No, they are not. They're not even 6 inches wide. And I am not surprised by that. Anyway, and supposed to be very versatile to work on just about anything, right? Of course they are. Zerk fitting right here to, I guess, fill the inner hub up with grease on sealed bearings. So whatever that's worth. But anyway, there's at least a Zerk fitting there for something. But will our axles actually work on this? And as you can see, that looks like about a 1-inch hole. And yeah, but maybe there's a chance because, and by the way, I think we got a pair of these. And oh, did I mention there's no air in these? They are, yep, you guessed it, solid rubber. Excellent. They'll last forever. And I hear they ride like, I don't know, your uncle's 1979 Bronco with no shocks on it. Anyway, they supposedly bump all over the place. And when it's hot out, they get flat spots where it sits. But don't worry, after 30 minutes of lawn care, it kind of straightens itself out and makes it round again. Anyway, let's try them out and see. But again, doesn't look like here, if you can see, the hub of the wheel actually sticks up about flush with the outer of the wheel. Not the case in here. This is inset. So again, made to work with a bunch of things. But let's see, because we do have an inner, if I believe these are threaded. Yep. And this is for an X-Mark X series radius. Yeah, the other side's spinning. So this comes out. Nice, greasy. That should, yep, that should come out too. Now the only other thing is in here they have a spacer in there, a 1-inch spacer to the hub size, but it goes behind that grease seal. I don't want to mess with that because we'll probably end up using those again. But let's see if this will fit in here. Wow, fits in the hole. Oh, it's just a bit long. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe that this wouldn't be the right size. But I have hope because let's just see. With this glorious setup, we got this right here. We can make anything work with all that jazz. Looks like we got hard washers. We have bearings that are for, I speak too soon? Those still look like 1 inch. Nope, still doesn't work on there. And those would be too small for that axle. So this is the way we got to go, but I guess we just got to space this out with spacers and washers. Probably since this is plastic or nylon or urethane or something, probably need to go washer, spacer, washer. Sound good? Sure. So I'm going to go washer. And by the way, there's an inside and an outside to a washer. Trust me, there's a sharp edge and a smooth edge. Anyway, it's not for today's discussion. But trust me on that. Hear me now, believe me later. Oh, that's two. Oh, there's thinner ones. Well, people, I may not know what I'm doing here, but I know I had that one on there. That was too thick. Let's go with that one. And another washer. So sharp side to sharp side on the polyurethane squish. Oh, that's going to make it work. I have a feeling. Sharp side out, round the side inside. Thin urethane bushing or whatever we want to call that. Oh, no. Well, I guess we can go. I have to be even, people. Oh, they're not going to have enough washers for me, are they? I guess we're going to do one thick, one thin. That's all we can do. And there we have it. Axle goes through, put it back on, we're good to go. All right, we'll give those a go. Let's get the other one set up. So we got one thick bushing, one thin bushing, washer, 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 washer. Okay, again, washer, bushing, washer, washing, thick bushing. Man, that just drives me crazy. Thick bushing. And there we have it. Now here's what was interesting. Did the foam work forever? No, it didn't. Did it work for several months? Yes, it did. And then it just started deteriorating and coming all to pieces. You can see some of these big chunks are still together. It is quite wet as well. Don't know if that added to the deterioration factor. But it worked for quite some time. Again, several months it got us by, and then it turned into a crumbled mess, but it was pretty easy to clean up. This slime mess, it gets all over everything, and it's just really hard to clean up. So if we had to do it over again, would I use the foam? Yes. Would I reuse the slime? Man, it would have to be just kind of a last resort before I use this slime on anything. And by the way, this is the thicker slime. I forget what they call it, but it's basically got little fibers in it. Do not use this through a valve stem if you have TPMS sensors. Ask me how I know. It will clog them up. You'll have to drill them out or you'll have to have them removed and you'll be in a tight spot because you won't be able to get air in the tire either because it will clog up the TPMS with no place to put air and you're out until you get that actually removed. So The third hack here is our solid rubber tires from Amazon. They ride like a truck. We put them on there and it rides rough, and that's without getting flat spots in it yet. Our understanding is after it gets really hot and sits on concrete that you'll get a flat spot in the tire, and until you kind of roll them out for a while, like 30 minutes of riding, they're going to ride even rougher. So we'll check these out and follow up and let you know what we think about that. And then we'll probably be cleaning these up and putting real tires back on there. But otherwise, we did get these to fit quite well. They seem to fit on the forks just fine with just kind of an offset bushing, one thicker on one side than the other, but seem to be working okay. Hey, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, let us know in the comments why. Have a great day and keep smiling.